Hi everyone, this is Shirley from Shirley's World, and why is it so bright on top of my head? I don't know. I don't have many lights on. It must be my white hair. Diane, hi. Hi. Riri's here. Hi. Yes, this is Thursday night. Bumblebee, hi. Time for the Thursday night chat. You can chat about anything you want to chat about. I have two things I want to tell you about for sure. How's everybody doing? Undercover yard sales here. Yes, you made it to alive and right in the beginning too. Ever since I put on the video that I put on just 2 days ago that I was going to sort of expand my eBay reselling to hard goods also, to vintage and antique hard goods, and sort of get away from the clothes, just the clothes. Hi, Janet. I've had a lot of people commenting. I've had a whole lot of people, more so than most videos. So a lot of interaction, and that's always good for my channel. So thank you, everybody that's commented. Yes. So as you know, I am trying to build up my YouTube channel. It's sort of stuck at the moment, but hopefully it'll start going again. I keep forgetting to hold up my little sign. It was tucked under all my paperwork there. So please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and share. My desk is such a mess here that it was hidden under all this clutter. I have got to clean this desk off one of these days. Yeah. Well, I had a harrowing experience. Not yesterday, the day before. What is today? Today is Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. Monday, I got my hair cut. And I get a cut. I forget how many miles it is to Strongsville from Medina. It takes me, I don't go the highway anymore. I just go the regular, the regular roads. It doesn't take me much longer. So it's a more interesting drive. And yeah, I don't have to go on the highway. So I drove. It takes me, I don't know, 20 minutes maybe to get there. It's not that far. So I drove to get my hair cut. I got my hair cut. And when I came out, it had started to rain. Well, I got in the car and I went to turn the windshield wipers on, and my windshield wipers aren't working. No windshield wipers, and it's raining. I have a 20-minute drive to get home. It's not just sprinkling. It's not raining really hard, but it's raining hard enough. So I went back in the salon, and I at least needed some paper towels to wipe off my windshield because, as you know, I parked my car in the garage and my chicken coop's in there. So my windows are really dusty to begin with, and then mixed with the rain, now they're really dirty and I really can't see through them. So it was still warm that day. It hadn't gotten cold yet. So I didn't know what to do. There's no Honda dealer around there. This car is only a little over a year old. It's a leased car, so it needs to go to the dealer so to get this fixed. I fussed around. I got my book out, and the back wipers were working. So, but the front wipers would not work. I got out and sort of moved them around and tried again, and they would not work at all. There's something wrong. I don't know what it is. I'm not a car person. I'm a girl. So, yeah, I don't know anything about cars. So I started driving, and I thought, I'm going to pray and pray and pray, and I have got to get home. So I started driving. I could hardly see, and that's the truth. I could hardly see. I got behind some person with their lights on so that their back lights were on constantly, and I just followed them, really nice and close, not too close, but and followed them so I could at least see where I was going. And that worked until I got more than halfway home, and then he turned off onto another road, and I had to find another car to follow. But once I got to where I usually go to the Goodwill in Brunswick here, I knew I was sort of close. I only had maybe 7 more minutes to go. So I don't know. I made it home. I made it home on a prayer. Thank goodness. And now I can't go anywhere until I get these wipers fixed. I called the dealer the very next day, and I can't get in for an appointment till Thursday, till a week from today, a whole other week yet. When my dog walker, Jolene, heard that, she was having a fit. She says, you call them back. You call them back and tell them this is a safety issue, and you need to get in there right away. She says, play the senior card. She says, get nasty. Well, I don't know. That doesn't work for me. So I'll probably just wait till Thursday and only go anywhere if it's going to be sunny out. If there's a chance of rain, I can't go out, or snow. Now it's turned really cold here, and we did have some snow yesterday afternoon and evening, a little bit today. It's 19 degrees. The high was 19 degrees today here. It's freezing. Yeah, so I have no wipers. What I'm afraid of, yes, thank the Lord. He was with me every inch of the way. I know. I have AAA. I could have called AAA, but I would have had to sit and wait. I just wanted to get home. Yes, I have AAA. Yeah, you're right there with Jolene. So is Samantha too. But yeah, I'm just going to not even venture out unless it's sunny. Bryland Farm. Thank you, Bryland, for showing me how to do the handling, the handling time, because I followed your directions and I got everything changed, and I now have 2-day handling. So that definitely takes a lot of, pressure off of me. Yes. So what I'm afraid of, I'm hoping it's something that a wire came loose, or I was reading things that would make it happen. There's several things that can happen. uh, that makes the wiper stop working. So I'm hoping it's one of those. And I'm hoping it's not that the chipmunks got in and ate the wires. Because if that's the case, I'll be liable for it and I'll have to pay for the repair. Anything else is, it's brand new car. It's all under warranty, but I know from the past on my other car that any damage from the chipmunks isn't under warranty. Hi, Debbie. But if you had a problem, you might have taken a detour from home to the hospital. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I just had a feeling I was going to make it home, and I just wanted to get here, I didn't have a bad feeling. I was nervous, driving, but yeah, sadly the chipmunks were your first thought. Oh no. I know. Remember the other car, my big CRV? They get in there all the time. I don't know. I had to pay for several things that they damaged on that car. Now this car, this whole year I've had it, little over a year, I haven't had any problems with anything to do with the chipmunks. So we'll see. I'm just hoping it's not that. But I don't know. But that very same night, something else happened. I was so glad to get home and in the house and, I ate supper and I got on the computer and I was on the computer for quite a while doing things. Excuse me. And all of a sudden I realized my phone wasn't next to me because I usually always have it laying here next to me. And so I thought I have to go find my phone, in case somebody calls me or something. So I thought it was out, in the other room. So I went out to find it. I couldn't find my phone. I could not find my phone anywhere in the house. And I asked, Alexa, to find my phone. And then she makes it ring. I didn't hear it ringing anywhere in the house. And I had her do it several times. No ringing. So then I went out to the car because I thought, well, I left it in the car. So I went out to the car and looked around. It wasn't quite dark yet out there. Looked around, didn't see it. Came back in, still looking. No phone. Now I'm getting panicky because think about it. We are so attached to our phones. It's the only way. I thought for a minute that that's the only communication I have, but that's not true. I can communicate through my computer, through my laptop with messages. 12 in the chat. Hi. Well, that's a spiritual lesson worth writing down, that you didn't have any worries. Yes, I did. I had a good feeling about it. And so, yeah, I didn't know what I was going to do. So I texted my kids that I had lost my phone, and I let them know if I find it. But right now I didn't have a phone, that they had to text me if they wanted to get a hold of me. So then I texted my sister, and she stayed on the line with me on the message, the texting thing. And she kept asking me questions. Where was I last? But the last time I remember my phone was at the hair salon. So I'm thinking, if I had left it there, they would know it was mine and they would call me. But they hadn't called me. So I'm thinking maybe I was afraid it fell out of my pocket when I was wiping the windshield off out in the parking lot, you know, wiping the dirt off my windshield when it was raining. And maybe it fell out of my pocket and it was, you know, so I was just in a panic because I did get online on my computer and say, "What do you do if you lost your phone?" And there's all this stuff you have to do. If you truly lost your phone or you think it was stolen, which I didn't think it was stolen, but there's all this stuff you have to do. And I was just beside myself. But my sister said, uh, "Go look again in the car." So I had Alexa ring again, and I ran out to the car before it stopped ringing. And as soon as I opened the door, it rang one more time in the car. You have no idea what a relief that was. It had fallen down under something, and that's why I didn't see it the first time. And the only way I could see it, I had a flashlight because it was dark by then. I had a flashlight and I had heard it ring, so I knew it was in there somewhere. So I found my phone. Yeah, I haven't let it go since. Ah, you lose your phone all the time. It's always in the most obvious place. I misplace it a lot too, but I always find it within a few minutes. It's not like usually when I misplace it, I haven't even left the house. So I know it's here. I just can't find it. And if I have Alexa, you know, ring me, I can find it. Norma Jean +1. Hi. Hi. Oh, yeah, it works all the way. Though, yeah, my Wi-Fi is, well, if the Wi-Fi doesn't work, it picks up on the towers. So it works. I have several Alexas throughout the house because heaven knows I like to talk to her. Uh, Sometimes she's the only one I talk to all day. She answers me. Oh, most of the things am talking to her about is I'm adding things to my grocery list. Then she keeps my grocery list. And then when I'm about to go to the grocery store, I have her repeat it and I write it down. Uh, Although it is on the phone then. It is under her thing on the phone. I wouldn't have to write it down, but I do. Yeah. Now today was so cold, I really didn't want to go out, but it was sunny. This is one of the days I could have gone out, no problem. Tomorrow is going to be sunny, but it's going to be way up to 25 degrees, and it's a Friday. So tomorrow I'm going to the thrift store, and I'm going to not spend a whole lot of time looking at clothes. I'm going to do hard goods, of which there's not as much as clothes. So it's going to be a shorter time. So I'll be able to walk a few doors up from there and go to Volunteers of America also and look at their hard goods. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. So I will hopefully have a little teensy haul before the weekend. And I found a whole bunch of stuff. Now, I knew I had these things. I mean, I have a lot of hard goods of my own that I'm going to start to put on. I already put stuff on, started to put things on. So I don't have many of my clothes and that anymore that I would put back on. But I do have a lot of other things. So and counts as hard goods. And a lot of it is vintage and antiques. So, you know, so that's what I'm doing. I have a bunch of stuff lined up at the photo box out there that I'm going to start listing. So even if I don't find a whole lot at the thrift store, now I have to be picky. I'm not going to just buy a whole bunch of stuff and clutter up my back room again. We just cleaned that out. And I got rid of a lot of those things that, that I didn't think would ever sell. So, yeah. My numbers should go up. I swear, once I put that video on, when did I put it on? Tuesday, I think. I put that video that I was sort of changing my strategy. I've made a bunch of eBay sales of clothing. Now I am taking, look at all these things here. I didn't count them yet. I think it's bad luck. That's not true, but so all of a sudden I'm having a spurt of selling things on eBay and Poshmark, believe it or not. Yeah, I'm shopping the house, and I do have stuff. I know I do. A lot of the stuff, when I first went through and looked for things, I didn't really want to part with stuff, but I'm sort of ready now to part with a lot of the things I wasn't ready to part with a couple of years ago. So, whether I go shopping or not go shopping, I think I'll still have things to list. So, this will be a fun transition. A lot of people have emailed me, have put on, on my videos that's what they do. They sell both things, or they sell hard goods, and they're glad that I'm going to try it. So it's not like I've never done it. I mean, I started out that way. I started out selling coins, but once they were gone, then I did sell stuff, left over from the store, from my antique shop, and then I went into clothing. So it's just easier to get. That's why I ended up selling clothing. It's easier to find. Most thrift stores are chock full of clothing. They all have hard goods too, but a lot more clothing. So, so we'll see how this goes. Could always do a haul of what's lined up by the photo booth. Yeah, I do. I still have a bag of jewelry from Brylan. I have lots of stuff out there. So it'll be fun. It'll be fun for a while for me. More so than clothing. Clothing just wasn't making me excited anymore. I like to sell it. I like to sell anything, and I love to ship. I love to get things ready to ship and put them in the packages and throw them in my bin. It's my favorite part, of course. Yeah, I could do a video of me sitting by my photo box with all the stuff lined up. I have lots of ideas because I'm doing this vidIQ thing, and they constantly, every single day, they give you ideas, all different ideas and different videos to watch. And then they give you like a little class every day. So yeah. I put it away in the other room. I listed that Bradford basket that I showed the other day, or did maybe I showed it on the video. I don't know. Yeah, and you do lose excitement when you don't sell things. That's true. So when things got really slow, it just sort of it's depressing, and it's selling makes you happy as far as reselling goes. Yeah, so that's what my plans for tomorrow is to go out. It's supposed to be sunny, a nice day, 25 degrees. So at least it's a little step up from 19 degrees. It was really 17 most of the day. Yeah, I think that's what I had listed to tell you about the windshield wipers and the loss of my phone for a couple hours. But I'm enjoying learning all this stuff about YouTube. I'm constantly looking things up and learning new things, and that also makes me happy. I think it's good for my brain. So I talked to my daughter-in-law. I'm having Christmas Eve here. Everybody's coming, just like Thanksgiving. We're going to have ham dinner. My son insists on honey baked ham. I guess they tried another one from Costco last year. I thought it was fine, but he said he didn't like it. So they're going back to honey baked ham. It's so expensive. But they're bringing the ham, and they're bringing the cheesy potatoes, which is one of my favorite things that she makes. And I told her that she has to bring me the recipe. That's my niche, learning things. Yeah. And so I'm making the vegetable and bringing dessert, which is probably just going to be Christmas cookies. So I have to take a day off between now and Christmas Eve and bake cookies. Well, that may be a video, at least the one kind. It's not just boring chocolate chip, because my chocolate chip recipe is just Toll House cookies. It's on the back of the chocolate chip bag, regular Toll House cookies. So I have a couple other recipes I make at Christmas time, so I make a video. I don't know. When you make a video, it takes you twice as long to do something. You know that. So what kind of cookies do you people make for Christmas? I'm making these chocolate bar cookies, toffee cookies, and chocolate chip cookies for sure. And then I don't know, I'll have to look in my recipe box. Making cookies would be a good video. Yeah. Mm. I still intend on, when I make bread in the bread maker, I always intend on trying to stop it at the dough cycle and then finish it by hand and put it in bread pans, and let it rise again. You're on yourself in the bread pans and then put it in the oven. A lot of people like to do it that way because they think it makes a better loaf. I don't think it tastes any different, but yeah. So if I ever do that, which I've been wanting to do it, if I ever do it, I want to do a video of that too. Me fussing around with the sticky dough. I had a terrible time last week or whenever last week when I made bread. You know, it buzzes when you have to take that little paddle out. You have to lift the dough out. It beeps you a few times, and then you have to take the dough. It stops. You stop it. Then you have to take the dough out and take that paddle out so that you don't have a big hole in the bottom of your bread. So the last time, I don't know why it was wetter than usual. It was sticking all over my hands. I had a terrible time getting it back into the loaf pan, but I did it and it looked just the same. You know, I should have sprinkled a little bit of flour on there. Mm. Yeah. So besides vintage, as far as what I have around the house, beside vintage, vintage, vintage and true antiques, I have a lot of things that are just decor items that sort of fit in. I like to decorate in farm, country, primitive, colonial type. That's the look I like. So there's a lot of things that you can buy that really aren't antiques that sort of go with that, decor. And I have a lot of it. And which, you know, I'm willing to give some of it up now because I do have a lot of clutter here. Uh, the other thing is, I was searching all over for a place to do the paper shredding. I didn't want to pay a lot to have because I'm going to have a lot of paper to shred up. And I know you can take it to UPS, the UPS store, and they charge I think it's $5. What is it? It's so much per every 5 pounds. I forget how much it is. It can't be $5 a pound. That's too much. It was so much for 5 pounds. I think. I don't know. I've already forgotten that already because so I was looking online for a decent shredder for my own, to have my own shredder. Now, I do have a shredder, so I went down the basement and found my shredder. It's just a little one. It barely will do 2 sheets at a time. It takes forever, and I'm not sure why it's down in the basement now. I'm hoping it still works. I mean, it's better than nothing until twice a year they have the city does a shredding thing and it's free, but they do it spring and fall. Well, I've missed the fall one, and now it's not going to be done till spring. You like those pecan powdered sugar cookies? They're short. Yeah, the pecan round little cookies, they practically melt in your mouth. Yes, I love those too. And shortbread. I used to make shortbread. I had one of those shortbread pans. I don't think I have it anymore. I think I sold it back when I was selling hard goods. Mm. Rice Krispie cookies with cornflakes and red candy shaped into wreaths are fun. Oh, that's something I've never seen. That's something that I have to put on my shopping list. I don't have any sprinkles because, you have to make your Christmas cookies sort of look Christmassy. Even the plain old chocolate chips, if you sprinkle them with something, they look like Christmas cookies. So, yeah, that's another thing I have to put on my shopping list, which I'll just write down right here. Sprinkles. Or like maraschino cherry type, candied cherries, that type of thing. Ah, yeah, so I'm going to have a day of Christmas cookie baking. I haven't decided what day yet. Uh, yeah. My sister and I, we do the dumbest thing. She sends me an Amazon card, and I send her an Amazon card. It's the same exact card. We just send it back and forth. She sends me one, and I send her one. I don't know why we do that, but we do. And we both know what we're getting. Uh, I don't know. I did get my daughter a surprise something. I don't know if she'll appreciate it or not. And I'd like to get, I give my grandkids checks and, my son and daughter in law checks because it was ever since the plague, ever since COVID, we just started doing that because we couldn't get out and we've never changed. And it's just so easy. And I can't really go shopping for very long. So we just continued doing, or I've continued doing that. Now they give me stuff. Linda always buys me neat things. So yeah, I get gifts, but I give checks. But I'd sort of like to get some little surprise. It doesn't have to be much, just something to add with the check, not instead of the check, but just some fun stuff. I think I'm just going to go, shopping at the dollar store. When I watch the deal guy, he always finds such neat things there. So I have a whole list of things I want that he's put on there for me to get. So I'm sure there's other things. Now, another thing I'm going to try. Now, you may think this is really stupid, but I've never had nails. I've always bitten my nails ever since I was little. I never had nails. I had gel nails. I had salon nails for quite a while, long time ago, maybe in my 30s. I don't know, maybe for a couple years I did that. You know, My daughter always did it too. She doesn't do that anymore. But the more I see people on YouTube and they, with their hands, darn well those aren't their nails. Those are fake nails. They're either done at a salon or they're just gel or just press on nails. Lori Tata of the Boston Found channel gets her kids thrifted things in addition to their gifts. I've given my son, now I know not to give my son just thrifted things. It has to have a tag on it. It has to be new. I don't know. He's funny. But yeah, my grandkids, they shop at the thrift stores now. It's the thing to do with the kids now. They secondhand things, it's the thing. So yeah, that would be another fun thing to shop for Christmas gifts. So I have to keep that in mind tomorrow. Yes, thrifting is fun. Yes, it is, Laura. That's what got us all started with this business. So yeah, I'll try to look tomorrow for some Christmas gifts. I have a coupon that's going to run on Christmas Eve. At my 35% off coupon for Goodwill. I have to use that up. I hate to lose them because they're only good for, I think they're good for like almost 2 months or maybe 6 weeks. 6 weeks to 2 months. Yeah, so we'll see how I do tomorrow. I hope I have energy. I'm going to go to bed earlier tonight. I'm going to try to be in bed at 10:30 or so. Because I don't seem to get into bed before midnight. Yeah. I don't know when, every time I look at how many subscribers I have, now I'm up one, and it keeps saying I have 1,299. One more to get to 1,300. But then someplace else I went, it said I had lost 10 subscribers. I don't know when that was from because it's still reading, and vidIQ is seeing 1,299, so I'm thinking that's what the number is. I don't know. This YouTube stuff is strange. But I really like it. I really like to watch. I'm watching YouTube all the time. No TV anymore. Hardly any movies. Once in a while, something will be on, but I usually watch YouTube all day long. Or it's on and it's giving somebody lots of views. Because a lot of times I'll put it on and forget about it. That's something you could do for me. Just put me on and forget about me. Yeah, because I'm watching a lot of thrifting videos of people doing hard goods and seeing what they're buying and looking up things. When they look at things and put it in their cart, I look it up on my phone and see how it's selling, because I've lost touch with doing that. since I've been selling clothes for so long. So, yeah, trying to get an idea of what is actually selling at the moment. Yeah, I don't have my books anymore. When I had an antique shop, I used to have books on all kinds of things. I used to have books on glassware, on depression ware, on china, and I don't have any of those anymore. I do have a couple books left on primitive furniture, but I'm not going to be buying furniture to resell. It shows that I just hit 1,300. Well, yay! Oh, well, that is so good. That makes me so happy. I couldn't believe that I couldn't get up one subscriber to get there. So somebody must have subscribed. Thank you, whoever it was. You've been enjoying old movies full length on YouTube. Yes, there are a lot of movies and a lot of old movies on YouTube, except they are full of advertisements. Doesn't that drive you crazy? I haven't found any movies that aren't full of advertising. I mean, it just seems like every 10 minutes a long, long advertisement will come on, like a 3-minute advertisement. That's like forever when you're trying to get back to the movie. But they do have a lot of good movies on YouTube. But I have I have YouTube, and I have Netflix and Prime. That's what I have. And then my regular cable, or not my satellite, or whatever it's on now. It's not satellite anymore. I have I'm the queen. I'm the queen. I got 1,300. If you Google the movie We Find with no ads. Thank you, Laura. Uh, thank you for the hearts. Uh, yeah, well, I do enjoy this group, and I enjoy adding more people. I enjoy doing these chats on Thursday evenings. Yeah. And then we get to chat a little bit on Sundays after I do what I sold during the week. So it's fun. But, vidIQ wants me to do these recorded videos where I plan them and I put a good title and a good thumbnail. That's what I'm learning all about now. So it makes a big difference, evidently. Ah. So I went back and I changed the thumbnails on some of my older videos, and I'm putting those end screen things on a few at a time, because you know, that's important to keep them watching your video. So you can just click on something at the end. You know how that works. Because I use it a lot on other people, so I know it works. Yeah. Brylan, you just refreshed. I'm at 1,300. Well, thank goodness. That makes my day. Thank you. Because I think I looked earlier today. Yeah, I noticed that a lot of people are still buying, and I know this has been a long time. I saw it like a year or two ago. They were buying the same thing. People are still buying brass, brass things like brass candlesticks and brass boxes and brass anything. Is that still selling? I mean, they're still buying it up. It must be selling. And another thing, ginger jars. That's something I never bought before. But I think you have to know a little bit about the marks on the bottom, and because there's a lot of contemporary ginger jars that aren't worth anything, I'm sure. But I do remember something about English china and marks on English china and English ceramics. Brass stocking holders. Ah, yeah, I think it's a little late for me to be buying Christmas stuff at this point, though. So I'm going to try not to, unless it's for me that I can just use and keep here until next year. Uh, Brass stocking holders. I used to have a whole lot. This is back when before we even moved to this house. I had a lot of brass candlesticks. I don't have them anymore, and I don't remember selling them. So I don't know. I must have given them away, probably given them to Goodwill, but I don't have any anymore. Mm. If you see stocking holders, you will buy them. You can't find yours. Riri, Riri can't find her stocking holders. I used to have some too for my mantle, and I can't find mine either. So you're not alone, unless they have to be someplace down in those. I have like 4 bins of Christmas stuff that I had used when we had big trees, and I don't even get that stuff out anymore because I just have a little Charlie Brown tree and I decorate my mantle. But that's where the stocking holders that's where I used them on. But I haven't seen them for years, so I do have to go down there and sort through more Christmas stuff. I did get all my poinsettia plants, fake flower stuff, and made big baskets of poinsettias. I'd like to. Where did I see? I think it was at Mark's. They had the most beautiful live poinsettias. Now, I don't know. With this, I'm sort of afraid to put live ones out because this cat, being that she's starving to death all the time, she'd be the one to get poisoned with the poinsettia berries. So I don't know. I could get tiny little plants and put them up on the mantle. She can't really get up there. Riri, yours is lost in the garage. Mine's all lost in the basement, in the cellar. Okay, I'll look for some stocking holders for you. Ah. Usually my Goodwill they have an overabundance of Christmas things. The last time I was in there, and I wasn't looking at hard goods yet, and you know, there was so much Christmas stuff still there. Now, I don't know what it's going to look like tomorrow, but we'll see. Uh, I wish one of you here could go with me shopping. Uh, and next week, Samantha, next Wednesday is yesterday was her cleaning day. She cleaned, and then next Wednesday it'll be a whatever we want to do. And I told her if we want to go out someplace next Wednesday, she has to drive if it's raining because I don't get my windshield wipers fixed till Thursday. So she's fine with that. I'll pay her extra for her gas. And then, yeah, but I'm sure she'd go. You know, it's just having somebody with me. It makes me feel better. Going to the store, or it's not that I can't go, but I feel better having somebody with me. And she would love to go to the thrift store. She could thrift on her own. She doesn't have to, she doesn't have to stand right next to me. It's just, I don't know what it is. It's just having somebody along with you. Because I even feel more energetic when I have somebody with me. Now, isn't that strange? I feel more energetic. I don't get tired as quick. It's just kind of strange. But that is what I've been doing, and that's what I'm going to do tomorrow. So I might do a recorded video if I find stuff. If you hit the lottery, you'll come there and go with me. Okay. Okay, I'm going to hold you to that. Oh. Well, I do have some, I do have some answers. She'll come whenever, like Christmas falls on a Wednesday this year. So Christmas Eve is on a Tuesday, but she said she'll come the Monday before so that she can clean, so we can clean the house before Christmas Eve. Because she cleans for a lady way over in Shaker Heights. You've probably heard of Shaker Heights, Ohio. It's an old, well-established area. It used to be very wealthy. I don't know if it still is or not, but it's a very well-established suburb of Cleveland. And she cleans for a lady in a big house over there. But this lady is going on vacation to Florida for the winter. And so her Mondays now are open, so she can come here Wednesdays or Mondays, or I don't know what other days she cleans for people. So anyway, I'm going to close for now, and just about time to give my cat her insulin. And I will be back on Sunday to show you what I sold, and it's going to be quite a bit more than last week. It's quite a thick pile here. So I hope to see you then. And I'm the 1,300 subscriber girl now. So just keep watching. I need views. Please like, subscribe, and share. And just put my videos on and, clean to them or something. Do your listing to them. Have them in the background. So I will see you Sunday. Bye, Brylan. Bye, Riri. Everybody. Bumblebee, Laura. Yeah. Debbie. Where's Diane? Ivan. Debbie's here. I didn't see Diane. Undercover yard sale. Yeah. Janet. Oh, Diane. There she is. She's here first. Okay, everybody have a good weekend, and I'll see you Sunday. Oh, there's the alarm for the incense.